Leader of the House, Grace Fu, has asked the Workers' Party chairman Sylvia Lim to withdraw her allegation about the timing of a planned increase in the goods and services tax.
Speaking in Parliament, Ms. Fu also asked Ms. Lim to apologise to the House before the end of the sitting on Thursday.
Last Thursday, Aljunied GRC MP Sylvia Lim questioned the government's motives in announcing an increase in the goods and services tax some 3 to 7 years before it will be implemented. Ms. Lim said, quote, "We do know that in the run-up to the budget discussion, there were some test balloons being floated out about the fact that the government needs to raise revenue. And immediately, the public seized on the fact that DPM Tharman and perhaps other leaders had earlier said that the government has enough money for the decade. So the public pointed out that, is this a contradiction? I rather suspect myself that the government is stuck with that announcement. Otherwise, if their announcement had not been made, perhaps we would be debating a GST hike today." Unquote. This drew a sharp response from Law Minister K. Shanmugam and Finance Minister Heng Swee Keat, who said there was no basis for Ms. Lim's allegations and asked her to withdraw her comments. Ms. Fu added that the government had never floated test balloons on this matter and had been deliberate and consistent in all its statements since August 2013. That was when Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong first spoke about the need to raise taxes during the National Day rally. This was reiterated in 2017 when the Finance Minister delivered the budget statement and again at a constituency function a few months later. In November last year, Prime Minister Lee spoke again about the likelihood of a tax increase. Ms. Fu acknowledged that Deputy Prime Minister Tharman Shanmugaratnam had said during the 2014 budget debate and 2015 budget statement that the government had taken steps to ensure it had enough revenue to meet spending needs till the end of this decade. But he had added that Singapore will run into structural deficits if it did not raise revenues in the next decade. Ms. Fu said this remains true today.
When presented with the facts, Ms. Lim said that her allegations were based on suspicion, not fact. She admitted that she was not certain of the facts herself, but would check on them later. But she did not withdraw her allegations. The next day, on 2nd March, the Minister for Finance issued a statement, setting out the facts again, and asking Ms. Lim, now that she had had an opportunity to check the records, if she would withdraw her allegation, as an honourable MP should, and apologise to the House. Ms. Lim has not answered.
Ms. Fu added that with the clarifications that have been given to her by ministers, Ms. Lim cannot contend that her suspicion remains reasonable and honestly held.
Her allegations have been refuted. The facts she cited have been shown to be inaccurate, and she has not raised any further facts to substantiate her suspicion. However, parliamentary privilege does not entitle MPs to knowingly maintain allegations that have been shown to have no factual basis.
Ms. Fu said a copy of a statement would be extended to Ms. Lim, who was not in Parliament when Ms. Fu delivered her speech.